Namaste Krishna Rao, welcome to IYR Talks English session. Now, if you see our neighboring countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan at loggerheads. Again, during last 3 days, we see the news that Pakistan has, during the border place, killed about 55 soldiers, and Afghanistan claims they have shot down the jet fighter of Pakistan and all that. And this issue is raking up, and Taliban's claiming a upper hand over Pakistan, and Pakistan says is trying to control its there's so much of war climate between both the countries, how it is going to affect India and also the neighboring countries. Actually, within the provinces that are there in Pakistan are also fighting for its own independence and all that. In light of this, how do you, because America is indirectly supporting Pakistan to fight against Afghanistan. All these factors considering, how do you look forward the prosperity of establishing peace in the region?
Yeah, I'm reminded of, I think it was some 5 years back, when the Americans have left Afghanistan and Taliban took over. Pakistan ISI chief, that is Inter-Service Institute, which is the equivalent of our RA here. I think his name is Hamid Saeed, if I am not wrong. He went to Afghanistan with the intention of having a role in formation of the Afghan cabinet. And in the airport, he was received by all the important people. He had a cup of tea. Tea is good and things like that. I mean, they thought they got what they wanted, a strategic depth against India. That's what Pakistan was aiming for with reference to Afghanistan. They never had that strategic depth with reference to Afghanistan for historical reasons. Afghanistan, as you know, used to be the border between the British Empire and the Russian Empire. On the other side, you had the Russian Empire, downside British Empire. And to contain the Russian Empire, British Empire in those days, the Britishers thought the best way is to take over Afghanistan. So that resulted in the Indo-Afghan wars. And British just couldn't win because terrain is such and their fighting spirit is so great, they just could not win. So then they retreated. While retreating, took part of their land, they drew a Durand line and told this is ours, which is part of the British India. That is what is now known as Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The people speak Pashto, people are Pathans, but are part of Pakistan. They became part of Pakistan because Pakistan was created out of the British India. When Pakistan became a separate country, that also came along with it. Right from that day, Afghanistan was objecting to it. They were saying, no, this is our land. This should come to us. And they were never on a good term with Pakistan and always were in good terms with India and used to have an excellent relationship with Russia. And India had a good relationship with Russia. So it used to be an axis of Afghanistan, India, Russia, and Pakistan siding with Americans. So this continued for a long time. There used to be some somebody who ruled there for a long time. And then suddenly, there was some political disturbance there, and Russia thought they should protect their interests. It's still a communist Russia. And then they invaded Afghanistan. That invasion gave an opening for America. America thought this is the right place to finish off Russia. So they started this whole Taliban. Taliban is a creation of America. Funded them, and that funds were routed through Pakistan. Pakistan became a conduit for the American funds to go towards Taliban, and Taliban started fighting the Russians. And Russians could just not survive. So in fact, one of the reasons they say the Russian Empire collapsing is this Afghan war. This Afghan war ensured that Russian resources are fully drained. So to that extent, Russia had to withdraw. When Russia withdrew, Taliban took over, and Pakistan thought they will have the best of time because Taliban and Pakistan can have excellent relationship. But what happened subsequently is another turn of event. Once that Twin Tower blast happened, America started tracing it to Afghanistan, and by then again Pakistan started playing its double role. They started supporting America in fighting the Taliban on the face of it, but inside they were also supporting the Taliban. So Taliban had a soft corner for Pakistan. America was relying on Pakistan. In the process, Pakistan was draining the American dollars to its advantage. So this went on for some time. But the moment America thought they also cannot manage Afghanistan and wanted to leave and hand it over to Taliban, that's the time when this ISI fellow went there, and they thought they have a strategic depth. Now Taliban will do whatever they say. To that extent, Afghanistan will become one more province of Pakistan. That was the thinking of Pakistani generals. But Taliban was most smarter. They told this far, no further. Once we are in power, we rule. You are not going to dictate us how to rule it. And also some of these Pakistani Taliban started having their shelter in Afghanistan and then creating violence in Pakistan. So it flared up. Today, it's a consequence of these skirmishes that were going on for a long time, which has resulted in this conflict today. What is the scenario likely to be? If it is a conventional war, there is no way Afghanistan can win against Pakistan, because Pakistan military is far, far superior. Afghanistan does not have that much of a military strength. But I think this war Afghanistan will wage in an unconventional manner, because already they have a strong contingent which is with them, the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area. So there they can instigate them to rebel against Pakistan. And second is Balochistan. Balochistan already, Baluchi Liberation Army is in control of most of the area. All that they need is some help and arms from other countries. This is a place where India also may play a role through Afghanistan. If they start supplying arms to them, and if they are able to effectively counter the Pakistani military, then I think Pakistan is in a serious problem. And if this situation continues for long, it may not be long before you have a free Balochistan and Pakhtunkhwa either as a separate state or part of Afghanistan. That's a possibility. And of course, the Iranian war is also going on. That can give some elbow room for the Baluchis on the other side of the border who are part of Iran. So if they come together, and America also thinks strategically it's better that this country comes over so that Iran is also cut to size, there may be a chance for that, and that would set the tone for disintegration of Pakistan itself. Let's watch. 2026 is going to be an interesting year as far as Afghanistan and Pakistan are concerned.